In Acts of the Apostles, Stephen says that the Israelites rejected Moses, and in their hearts they turned back to Egypt. Think about that. God had already promised them a land flowing with milk and honey. And He had already made the decision, I will give you this land. But when the 12 spies entered Canaan, 10 of them came back and said, the land does flow with milk and honey, but the people are powerful and the cities are fortified, meaning heavily protected. They saw the promise, but they focused on the obstacles. Moses had asked them to observe the land, but instead of seeing through faith, they interpreted everything through their natural eyes. And in doing so, they weakened the promise of God in the minds of the people. But Caleb silenced them. He said, we should go up and take possession of the land, for we can certainly do it. Why was Caleb so confident? Because he knew what God had already done. He remembered the 10 plagues in Egypt. He remembered the Red Sea being divided. He remembered how God protected them in the wilderness. And he remembered how God fed them with manna every day. Caleb saw Canaan through God's eyes. He knew when God speaks, He does what He says. However, the 10 spies poisoned the minds of the Israelites and said, we seem like the grasshoppers in our own eyes, and we look the same to them, the Canaanites. Isn't that what happens to us sometimes? We see something too big, too powerful, or too impossible, and we forget who is on our side. And the Israelites wanted to return to Egypt, the very place God had delivered them from. How often do we do the same? When the promise is taking longer, we begin to doubt. We question where God has led us. We consider going back to our old life. But where you're right now may be exactly where God wants you to be. Joshua and Caleb said, the land we explored is exceedingly good. And if the Lord is pleased with us, He will lead us into it. I just love that God will lead us into it. They did not need to figure everything out. They just needed to trust and obey God. So if you're facing something that seems impossible, do not turn to your old ways, my friend. Do not detour. Keep trusting in God. When you look at the obstacles, it feels like it's enormous. But when you look at God, it becomes teeny tiny, small. The God who made the promise, He will lead you into it.